Talent is a gift, but discipline is a choice. Hi there, I'm Roxanne Miller, and I want to welcome you on my channel. If you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are already subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am a content creator, I'm a model, I'm the author of Unsexy Healing Without Hashtags. And here on this channel, I speak about plenty of things, including mental health, physical health, healing, working with your energy, with your shadow, with all the good things that eventually make you feel and become whole. Today is Free Flow Friday, and I have a subject that I want to talk about that might sting a little bit. And that is, talent is not enough. How do I get comfortable? It's the dress. How do I like this? All right. Let's talk about talent, because it's something that has had me in a chokehold for a few years. Comparing myself, because this is another thing that I grew up with, being compared to others. So I did that further, and I compared my self-worth and my talent and my work with others. And when you have a portfolio and people will actually compare your work with others and your price with others, there come a lot of doubt and questioning and a lot of spiraling. But I was not comparing myself with others from a point of view of how do I learn more, how do I become more creative. I didn't ask myself how. It was envy and jealousy and hatred, because I felt like they were somehow cheating, because they made it look like it was so easy, right? And that happened even with the models online too. The thing is that I was looking for shortcuts. I was looking for the sexy ways of doing stuff, and I didn't ask myself the hard questions, the raw questions. Therefore, I figured talent is something that only a few people are blessed with, and I envied them because I had to do all the unsexy, unglamorous kind of struggles, and it was so unfair. But the reality of the fact is, talent is not enough. Discipline will beat talent every single damn time. This is something that I had to teach myself over the years. If you have seen all the times I created to-dos lists, plans, the times I started to work on them and then find reasons for which I wouldn't. Eventually, I did try the same thing with food, and I know that plenty of people know who Amberlynn, what's her name? Yeah, I think that is. And whenever, because I watch plenty of commentary channels, and whenever I'd start something and 3 days after, because in Romania we have a saying that the miracles last for 3 days, which shortcuts last for 3 days, right? I would think of her and I'd be like, no, I don't want to be that. Like, I don't want to be on a weight loss that makes me gain 300 pounds. So it's the same with discipline and talent. When, talent can make you shine a day, 2, 3, but discipline will actually light you up day after day. I have met plenty of talented people who faded because they didn't show up. They become that kind of, what's the word for it? Entitled person for their talent, but they allowed their dreams to fade away, just like Al Bundy with his 4 touchdowns. But discipline, it comes when you show up no matter what. Like, even if you had 3 or 4 hours of sleep and you still show up, it's discipline. When you feel like all craps, and I've seen this in TV series that I watched a lot, like Big Bang Theory, you can see when people are sick as dogs and they still show up. I understand it's also about the money there, but it's not only about that. That's discipline, a lot of discipline. When you work through your anxieties and work with your anxieties, you become stronger and you understand that you have the power over those feelings, not those feelings over you. It's important to be consistent, and this is something that I'm still working on, and I'm talking to myself about the fact that it's up to me to keep the word to myself and do the things that I want to do and achieve the things that I want to achieve. If you're not consistent, nothing around you will be consistent, actually. I have been surrounded by plenty of people who had this perfectionism coping mechanism, and eventually I developed it too, because nothing was good enough. So if it wasn't perfect, it was not good enough. I struggled with doing plenty of things because they were not perfect, and also I didn't understand my ADHD, and I got really frustrated each time when I tried something new, a new hobby. Besides the fact that every single week you can be tempted to have a new hobby, I would be frustrated of not having it perfect from the first attempt. Again, it's a pattern, seeking shortcuts and stuff like that. But also with the perfectionism as a coping mechanism and an ADHD kind of symptom, I struggled with it for years because I felt like it was not good enough. I felt like I wasn't worthy of doing the things. Yeah, because I was not talented enough. But eventually I kept on working and I kept on learning and I kept on showing up even if I didn't feel like, and I kept on keeping myself aware of the self-sabotage, and I kept on working on myself. So looking back, I did so many amazing things that I was not aware of, and I'm getting goosebumps right now because it's actually overwhelming to acknowledge the things that I've done, and I still didn't think they were enough. And I am assuming, if you are seeing this video, I am assuming some of them are true to you too. So just keep on doing the thing that you're doing, unless it's a bad thing. Keep on working on the thing you're working. Keep on working on your dream. Do it for you. Do it to prove, actually not to prove, but to let yourself know that you can trust yourself, that you can trust your word, that you're going to keep your promise towards yourself. If it's weight loss, if it's a hobby, if it's a talent, a gift that you want to work on. I mean, if you receive a gift and you just let it sit there and collect dust, it's worthless, right? So yeah, discipline plus talent, it's a work of wonder. Talent by itself means nothing. The world doesn't have time for only talented people. The world has time and will notice those who will show up day after day after day after day and do the same unsexy things until they become sexy. This is true for every single goddamn day. This is an applaud for you, because you right now made the promise that you will show up for yourself. I know you did. I know you did. And I know you will. So I'm really happy to have spent Friday with you. Friday Free Flow is going to be about things that I went through, and I know for sure other people, and it's not projecting, it's reality. Like, we go through things that are quite the same, even though we are on different continents, on different time zones, and so on. I'm really happy that you've been here, and if this hit home, you gotta hit that subscribe button, because it's going to help me a lot, and it's going to help grow a community that will serve plenty. So if you have your own story about talent, I would love to hear it down in the comments. And yeah, let's spread a lot of joy and happiness in the world, because we can make at least the space around us our own corner of heaven. Until next week, when Monday, I'll see you again for Motivation Monday. Wish you an amazing weekend, and enjoy yourself and be aware of yourself. Love yourself. Thank you. Let me tell you something. Talent is a gift, but discipline is a choice. So make your choice today.